Used to have friends, but now I don't, cause I can't stand lies. All my feelings deep away and put my heart on standby. Same bitch I been with, but we so far that we ain't never met. The sound of cool, but you're so
Today's spotlight artist is Rocco from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with his hit single Red Eye. I am your host, DJ Chucks, and welcome to Chatting It Up with Chunks. I got a special co-host with me today.
Justin Mitchell, how y'all doing today?
What grade are you in?
Man, I'm a sophomore here, aviation major, concentration in aerospace management.
Okay. Tell us more about you got here during the Corona year, right?
Yes, indeed, man. It was crazy. Like, I consider this year my first year because, just being across, I was in Keene, that's across the street, and everything's online, so I really didn't go to campus. So this year, seeing everybody on campus, being able to do all these events that I get to see, that I heard about before I came here, it's kind of pretty cool to get to see it and do.
Okay. Tell us more about, how it feels to be, an African-American student in a PWI.
I could say sometimes it is challenging not seeing other people in your classes. Just you might be the only diverse student in that classroom. Sometimes not everybody look like you. But then again, it makes you feel, makes you take not things for granted sometimes. It makes you feel special, like you got a chip on your shirt sometimes, like you got to do it for the culture.
Yeah. So what would you give, advice-wise to another black student at, a predominantly white institution?
To stick down and keep doing everything, man. Stay within stay with yourself. Keep faith. Make sure you reach out to people who look just like you. Go to the BSUs and on your campuses. Try to people who look like you. Man, try to get friends with them. Try to tap in with them. Get a support system. Make sure your family call, checking everybody. Make sure you're active and just talk to people and everything. I know going through things alone can be hard sometimes. So just try to be active and with their community.
Yeah. See, cause when I first got here, I didn't know what I was going to do. So, you said you're from Louisville, right?
Yes, sir.
What high school did you go to?
Butler Traditional High School.
See, I'm from Louisville, too. I went to 4 different high schools. I got kicked out every year. I went to Fern Creek, Southern, Seneca, and more. I was all around.
All over the city.
But today, we're going to have a special guest from the Zetas. She go by Emily White. So when she gets here, we'll talk to her more about, more events they got coming up.
Okay.
Things that she thinks about being a black student at PWI and stuff like that. You can pause it now because I think she's here for real.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emily White. I'm a criminal justice major, and I'm a junior here at Eastern Kentucky University.
Hello, Emily.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
What kind of events you got coming up, Emily?
Okay, so April 15th, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated and Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated has the Royal Blue and Pure White Ball coming back. You can get tickets from Zeta or Sigma. Right now, tickets are going for pre-sale. They're $15 for a couple and $12 for a single ticket.
All right.
I have a question, though.
Yes.
Is it kind of like a prom attire type of thing?
It's more like a formal attire.
Formal, okay.
Yes, and that'll be lasting from 8 to 12.
All right, thank you.
So, the question of today is, how does it feel to be a black student at a PWI?
I mean, at times it's awkward, and then sometimes it's all right. There's times when I walk into class and I'm the only black student, and I'm like, dang, where everybody at?
Facts. Yeah.
Where's my people at? And then there's other times where I'm like, okay, this is cool. But, this semester, I really started to notice that EKU was really a PWI.
Hey, I thought I was
over the years it was a bunch of us.
Yeah,
a lot of us have fallen off.
See, when I came on my way here, everybody kept saying there's a whole bunch of black students here. I mean, they're here, but not as present as I guess it used to be.
Everybody's low now.
Yeah.
Everybody being their own little.
I guess the pandemic had everybody being introverts nowadays. People love being that, staying inside. Not necessarily come outside. People got used to that. But I don't blame them. Same way.
So what would you give advice to a black student that wants to come to EKU?
I would say come and be yourself, because every time when you come to college, you meet new people and you meet your designated clique, I would say. Not your designated clique, but you meet the people who you're going to be friends with for a lifelong.
Yeah.
So I would say just come and be yourself, do it up.
Yeah, I like it. You got So, like, say someone wanted to be a Zeta or a Sigma, who would they contact?
You would contact our chapter pages on Instagram, EKU Zetas or EKU Sigmas 1977, or you would just contact the Greek Life office in PAL 152, or if you just saw one of us on campus, you would just discreetly let us know.
Okay. What made you choose to be an op, a criminal justice major?
You serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
So growing up, I always wanted to help people. And, I began to do more research on careers that could help people. At first, I was interested in the medical career. Then I started to do more research, and I was like, oh, no, this ain't for me.
So you wanted to be a cop.
I'm not done. And then, I started, on the news, we started to see more police brutality and wrongfulness towards African Americans. So I said, we need more African Americans in the criminal justice system to break that. You know what I'm saying? There's no way somebody should be walking down the street and next thing you know, they're fearing for their life.
I mean, my father, he's a policeman. Well, he's not a policeman, but he works for the police in Louisville, Kentucky. He's a LMPD spokesperson. And I kind of seen like both sides, especially when Breonna Taylor was going on. That was like a very weird time for me because sometimes it's like, man, I don't like the police because they doing this to my people. It's skin color just like me. And if a cop sees me, they don't see my father, they see me first. So I got my own identity. Then I have met good cops that I have seen from all over, just from him, meeting him. And it's kind of like a weird place. But then again, I can't let the good outweigh the bad because the bad is just too much right now. And it needs to be fixed. There's a problem so we can work on it.
Okay. I got a question for both of y'all. What was your worst experience at EKU?
I could say my freshman year, just being everything online, not getting it was a real mental challenge for me, especially being across Kings, so not even knowing what the campus really looks like. I'm talking about, I thought I had one meal swipe a day. I didn't know the limit of that case. So me and my brother, we was going there just choosing what day we go. We might go to breakfast one day, might go to lunch one day, might go to dinner one day. But then come to find out, when I got King shut down, I got moved to Martin, and it was a way different experience. But I say it was my biggest challenge, is trying to keep motivation to stay in here, not even hearing about the college experience before everybody came and not getting experience at all. That was like a big thing for me.
Okay.
I would have to agree. We got sent home my freshman year, so came back sophomore year, and I'm like, where is everyone? Why am I here? What are we doing? There was not much to do. The masks were required.
So how was your freshman year here, before you got sent home? Because, I guess I could say I really didn't get the college experience. I still say that.
Okay, I'm going to be real honest.
Go
EKU
ahead.
was lit.
That's what I heard.
All right.
Every weekend, there was something to do. I mean, it was just even on the weekdays, everybody would be downstairs case, listening to music, chilling. It was cool. And then the pandemic hit, and then boom.
Because right now, it seems like when a little ounce of litness comes, it kind of gets frowned upon every time nowadays, it seems like. So it's kind of like, man.
Because they want people to be 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah. Man, it is what it is. I'm
dog.
class of 2020, man. I ain't get to no graduation. Let me have some fun.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me have some fun. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I love EKU. It's all right.
I mean, hopefully we can do it back up again in the future.
All right. Let's talk about you. What you say your major was again, Justin?
Aviation.
So what do you want to do with that?
When I first came here, I wanted to be a pilot. Then I saw those tuition numbers, and I kind of backed out. So then I chose aerospace management. That's like the business side of aviation. So owning your own airport and working at the airport, working around aviation and stuff.
Okay.
So after that, I do plan on getting my degree here, then join the military afterwards, to become a pilot, get learning from there cheaper, a lot cheaper, it's free, and it's probably the best training in the world. And eventually make a couple of nonprofits, go back to my community to show other kids there's more to sports, there's more to lawyers and doctors, other fields out here that's interesting, that's paid very well.
Okay. I like it. You got any questions for me, either of y'all?
No,
You just
here's the star right here. How's it being a student and also being a part-time celebrity at the same time?
All right. It's challenging because you got to be able to keep your focus. Like, yeah, I'm in class Monday through Friday, but sometimes on that Friday, I might leave a classroom and fly to Cali.
Wish everybody could say that.
Then Saturday, I'm in Texas. Then Sunday, I'm in New Orleans. And Monday morning, I'm on a 6 a.m. flight back to Louisville or Lexington, just so I can make it to class by 1 p.m.
And he's not lying. He does be in class. I does see him on campus on his way to class. He's not lying.
It's challenging sometimes, but you can do it as long as you got the right head for it. That's just how it goes. You got any questions? All right, Miss Emily.
Okay, so why do you choose to do it?
Because I started school, so I'm going to finish school. That's how I look at it.
Okay, all right.
All right. Anything else?
So far, I think it's.
Any events y'all want to talk about?
I think there is a baseball game here today, at 4 at the Earl Crab Stadium. Here.
We know you don't know.
And it's a part 2 tomorrow too. It's a 2-game thing. It's part 1 today, part 2 tomorrow. I think tomorrow is at 1:00, I believe. So if you're interested in baseball, tune into that.
I know Sunday there's a fan bus to Liberty for the girls' ASUN tournament second round game. It leaves at 5:30 in the morning from alumni. I won't be there. It's too early.
I got some work to do.
I'll be asleep somewhere.
But I'll be having more support from home.
So today's spotlight artist again is Rocco from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got it that time. With his hit single Red Eye. We want to thank Miss Emily White for coming and chatting it up with Chunks. All right. And my co-host.
Man, no problem, Justin. No problem, man.
Thank you.
In this world, everyone fake, I'm not trying to impress. At least I know when I go, I'ma die with respect. Yeah, I remember wearing hand-me-downs. The same ones who doubted me back home, they turn to fans now.